On the 6th of January 2025 at 11:15 a.m., a man named David Morrow was sitting on the balcony of his apartment and enjoying the view of the Pacific Ocean. It was a normal day as usual. Then a smoke came from his apartment. Within just 1 hour, the fire spread so much that the smoke completely engulfed the mountain. If seen in satellite view, this fire was first reported on the mountains of Palisades. But after a few hours, when this fire broke out, winds of 100 kilometers per hour were blowing here, whose direction was from the inland towards the ocean. Now the question arises that if the fire first started in Palisades, which is very close to the ocean, then how could the fire spread 30 to 40 kilometers from there in the opposite direction of the wind? This fire has devastated an area of 38,000 acres or 150 square kilometers. More than 12,000 buildings and houses have been destroyed, and 1 to 80,000 people have left their homes. This is the history of Los Angeles. Every possible effort to douse the fire seems to be failing. Water bombers are spraying 45,000 liters of water at a time, which seems like a few drops in front of this fire. Special chemicals are also being sprayed with the help of water bombers, but all the efforts seem to be useless in front of nature. California is already facing water shortage, due to which fire hydrants were often lying empty. Due to spreading in different areas, firefighters and their equipment also got divided. And on top of that, every 70 to 100 kilometers, the fire has to be dispersed. Before knowing the real reason for the spread of Los Angeles wildfire, let us see how many times wildfires have attacked California before this. If we look at the data of the last 25 years, then California has been a hotspot for wildfires. Airtooth. In 2017, the Tubbs fire burned 36,000 acres, and this too started in the month of October. Again in 2017, the Thomas fire reduced 280,000 acres to ashes. This fire started in December and ended in January. On November 8, 2018, the Camp Fire burned dead lakh acres and ended after 17 days on November 25th. Similarly, in 2020, the Glass Fire attacked 67,000 acres, and it also started in September and ended a month later in October. If we look at the dates of all these wildfires, one thing is very common in them. Winters, that is. These wildfires have occurred in the winter months only, and now the Los Angeles wildfire also broke out in the peak winters. So what is the reason? The answer to this question is hidden in a phenomenon called Santa Ana winds. Yes, Santa Ana winds are hot and dry winds that blow in Southern California and outer California, especially during autumn and winters. If seen on Google Earth, there is only desert far and wide in the east of California, which is also called Mojave Desert or Great Basin. The heat of the sun heats up the desert, due to which the air pressure here starts increasing. On the other hand, if we talk about the ocean, the air here is cold and the pressure is low. We read in the 6th grade that air travels from high pressure to low pressure. The higher the pressure, the faster the air travels. Santa Ana winds move rapidly from southeast California towards the ocean. These dry and hot winds suck the moisture from wherever they blow, due to which this entire region becomes dry in this season. Winters. While Santa Ana winds turn entire forests into fuel for wildfires, if a fire breaks out, even by accident, the strong winds further inflame the fire. The burning coals spread rapidly, and in the blink of an eye, a wildfire is engulfed. Now, it should be that the wildfire should spread in the same direction as the wind. But in the case of Los Angeles, the exact opposite was seen. The fire was first seen near the Palisades, which is close to the ocean, and later it spread to inland areas. Why is this so? The real reason for this is the side of the mountain on which the wind hits dextrally is called the windward side, and the other side of the mountain where the wind has to go is called the leeward side. What happens is that when the windward side blocks the wind, then at the same time the leeward side. That is, the direction of the wind above the mountain is in one direction, and the direction of the wind below the mountain is in the other direction. This phenomenon has a very big role in the case of Los Angeles as well. Palisades is the leeward side where the fire was first reported, and here, due to mountain wave rotor, once a wildfire gets very intense, it gives rise to many strange phenomena. Some such phenomena are very difficult to predict. One of these is fire tornado. This is a rare and dangerous phenomenon. The unbelievable phenomenon created by a wildfire immediately shrinks the surrounding air and pulls it upwards. Due to the heat, the hot air rises upwards very fast and cold air comes from below to fill that place. Now this fire tornado dominates the air flowing in the area and starts producing its own air. It is very difficult to guess its direction, but there are more chances that it will spread upwards along with the mountains. America also has the latest technology to control wildfires. First of all, real-time data of the temperature and origin of the wildfire is taken from infrared cameras. With the help of satellites, the fire is controlled. Firefighters try to spray chemicals near the area where the fire has started so that the fire does not spread too much. But in Los Angeles, when firefighters first controlled the fire in one area, the fire spread to other places through the wind. The first recorded wildfire in the history of America was in 1871 near Michigan. In this wildfire, 12 lakh acres were reduced to ashes and 2,500 lives were lost. From the Pestigo fire of 1871 to today's Los Angeles wildfires, nature has been giving us challenges. But if we try to understand nature and instead of fighting climate change, try to live in accordance with it, then perhaps the series of wildfires can be stopped from tomorrow.